Hello. I have a question for you as we start our Time for All Ages today, and that is, have you ever noticed that your body tells you a lot of things? Have you ever noticed that? What are some of the things that you do with your body? That's kind of a trick question because all the things we do are with our body, right? We're living inside our bodies all the time. And what are some of the things we do? Do you yawn when you're tired? Do your stomach growl sometimes to let you know that you're hungry? What happens if you're feeling cold? What do you do? Do you ever shiver or get some goosebumps on your arms? And when some of those kinds of things are happening, I might not even notice that they're happening all the time. But I can start paying attention to my body and notice some things about it. So I want to invite you to join me in doing a little bit of paying attention, a little paying attention practice. So I would like you to look very closely at the palm of your hand and then trace the lines of your palm softly with your finger. Okay? Very softly. And when you've finished, try the other hand. So trace those lines very softly. What do you notice when you do that? How did that feel? Do you still kind of feel it on your hand even though you finished? I do. The sensations in our body are tied to our feelings also, and our bodies can give us clues about how we're feeling about the things that are happening around us. And feelings are not good or bad. They're something we all experience, and in our household we say a lot that it's always okay to feel how you feel, right? It might be okay or not okay the way you express or behave about those feelings, but it's always okay to feel the way you feel. So what are some of the different feelings we might have? We might feel proud, we might feel excited, we might feel kind of grumpy. Those are some of the feelings we might have had. Scared, anxious. What other feelings can you name? There are lots of different feelings. And one of the things that I've learned about my body is that sensations and feelings really do go together. Now, sometimes when I'm sad, think about the way you feel if you feel really sad. Sometimes I feel like I have a lump in my throat, and it gets like really hard to talk, or sometimes even really breathe much. Soon I might start feeling tears, and crying sometimes helps me feel better. Crying is a nice way to let go, to release some of those feelings of sadness. So I want to practice something else now, another invitation. I want to invite you to wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself a gentle hug, just gentle. Then maybe rub your arms up and down and squeeze a little tighter and see what feels best to you. Do you like a gentle squeeze or a tight hug? Yeah. Sensations and feelings are like the waves in an ocean. Have you ever seen ocean waves? Some come crashing in, while others roll in gently, and they always come and go. We can't stop the waves from coming, but we can pay attention to them so that they don't knock us over. I think all of us feel like we're in danger of getting knocked over by feelings sometimes. And maybe these days even more than at other times for some of us, that we're living in a time that's really tough in some really real ways. And so the more that we are able to make friends with our bodies and pay attention and listen to what our bodies and our sensations are telling us, the more we'll be able to help ourselves or even notice somebody else in our family or that we're with to be able to get themselves unstuck. Sometimes it feels like we might get really stuck in those tough feelings. And so I invite you this week to pay attention to that body of yours. Everything you experience comes through your body, and a body is a wonderful thing to have. And everybody's body works a little bit differently, and the things that might work for you to help you when you are having a hard time, when you are feeling really sad, or when you're feeling really upset, might be different than from somebody else, but you can learn what works for you and what works for the people around you and help them, because it's also always okay to ask for help and when you're feeling overwhelmed and like you're going to get knocked over if you're trying to do it on your own. So let's practice one last thing together, which is listen right now to your body and what it's telling you. How does your body want to move right now? Thank you so much for sharing this time with me this morning.